Hello, Big Blue fans, and welcome to another baseball game. Today's matchup features the Swampscott Big Blue against the dreaded Marblehead Magicians. I'm Malad Sasson, and I'm accompanied by George Spelios. George, we're excited.
As Malad was saying, I'm George Spelios. What a day to play baseball. Local rivalry here. I can't say much more about it, Malad. It's a great game to watch. It's a great game to be a part of. And the intensity is brewing at the Frank D. Felice Diamond.
Yes, it is. We're excited for today's game. You guys know, as the Big Blue fans, Marblehead is our rivals. We've already started good. We've layered up today. We've got our gloves. We've got hot chocolate already. So we're excited for today's game. George, what do you think the outcome's going to be?
Yeah, Malad, coming off a tough loss against Bishop Fenwick in their first game of the season. The Swampscott are looking to bounce back, and who better to do it against than Marblehead? Let's see what the outcome is, but I think it's going to be a win for the Big Blue. As talking to a couple of our friends today, Jamison Ford, Chase Guthius, and Connor Chiarello, they're confident going into this, but they're reminding themselves to stay humble and to get the job done.
Yeah, we'd love to see the Big Blue get the job done against our crosstown rivals, as today's starting pitcher is going to be number 3, Jamison Ford. He pitched against Saugus a couple games before, had a no-hitter. And to bat is going to be number 25, second baseman Harwood for the Magicians. We'll send you guys out to the field as it looks like the game's about to start.
Yeah, Malad, interesting to note. That game against Bishop Fenwick was a tough pitching game for Swampscott, and so Jamison Ford coming off a no-hitter in his first game against Saugus, looking to make amends for the Big Blue here today. So yeah, first batter, number 25, Harwood.
It's a great day for baseball, folks, and let's see how this crosstown rivalry will start with Jamison Ford with the first pitch. It's low, it hits the backstop, starts the count 1-0. You can feel the energy here at Frank D. Felice Diamond. A lot of fans showed out today. The pitch. Called strike. A little late by the umpire, but he calls it 1-1 count.
Love the emphasis there by the ump. Love when they have a reaction.
It's the best. Ford with the pitch. It's low. 2-1 count to Harwood. Pitch comes in. He swings. Harwood swings. That's strike 2. Quickly, we're going to go over the Big Blue starting lineup. At pitcher is Jamison Ford. At catcher is Michael Collins. First base, Dylan DiFilippo. Second base, Luke Tardif. Shortstop, Caden Ross. And third base, Aiden Brown as the pitch comes in. It's a ball. It's a full count.
Yeah, and left field is actually his debut for Swampscott. In the field, Timmy Hamilton. Congrats to him. Center field, Connor Chiarello, the senior, returning from his sophomore year. And in right field, it is Chase Guthius.
It's already exciting here. Full count. First at bat. Ford versus Harwood. Called strike 3, and it's a backwards K to start off for Marblehead. Good sign for the Big Blue.
Yep. What a start for Jamison Ford. Something Swampscott struggled with last game, finishing off the batters, and he shows that he can do it there. That's why he's our number 1 guy, the guy we look for. Now up next for number 4, Leventhal for Marblehead. Leventhal playing shortstop today for the Magicians. First pitch was a strike. 0-1 count for Jamison Ford, up early. Second pitch is hit to Luke Tardif, the second baseman. Can he make the play to first? And he does. 2 outs early here for the Big Blue. A start, really, they could only dream of. 2 outs, 2 batters.
What a play there by Luke. You see that he got on his knees a little bit. Made a little nice sliding play. ESPN top 10, they might say. Next up to bat is number 17, Machado. He is the third baseman for the Magicians. First pitch is called strike for Ford. Looking to go 1-2-3 inning. Second pitch is low. Leaves the count at 1-1. Pitch comes in, and it's a strike. 1-2 count for Ford. One strike away from retiring the Magicians and heading to the bottom of the first. And here comes the pitch. It's a ball. 2-2 count for Machado. It's low. The count is full with 2 outs. Ford looking to seal this top of the first here. Ball is hit towards shortstop Caden Ross. He looks like he's going to make the play, and he does, to retire the Magicians. And the Big Blue are going to go up to bat here in this bottom of the first inning coming up. George, it's almost a picture-perfect start.
Yeah, I mean, we really could ask more here from fans, announcers. It's perfect. Jamison Ford with some great pitching to start off the game. Our second baseman, Luke Tardif, and our shortstop, Caden Ross, make crucial plays. And Milad, Swampscotts, they're in dreamland.
Yeah, we are. Indeed, we are. George, I saw that you have some notes here about the Magicians' record last year.
Thank you for mentioning that. Marblehead was 10-10 last year, but it's important to note that they were actually outside of that 32-team playoff cusp. They did make the playoffs and had a playing game being 500, but their opponent rating wasn't the best, which is why they were outside of that top 32. Magicians had a better record than us last year. Were they the better team is the debate. Coming into this year, both teams, senior year for a lot of these kids, both senior-heavy rosters, looking both to come away with wins in their final home game here for the Big Blue. Milad, how do you think that's going to go, and how do you think, the tension around that is for the seniors for the Big Blue?
I mean, obviously it's a Marblehead game. The Big Blue want to win this game. I mean, we've played soccer games against Marblehead. It's always chippy. And so I wouldn't expect anything else from a Swampscott Marblehead game. Obviously, the seniors, underclassmen do it for the seniors, even though this team is basically all seniors. But we'll send you guys out to the field as the Magicians are warming up, and we'll take a step aside until Connor Chiarello comes up to bat for the Big Blue.
Subbing up next, number 1, Connor Chiarello to lead off Big Blue here. Starting pitcher for Marblehead here is...
It's Coyne.
Number 8, Connor Chiarello. First pitch here coming up for Marblehead. Connor looking to get the Big Blue off right. First pitch is hit, fouled behind home plate. Connor, good contact on the first pitch of the game. Ball for the second pitch. 1-1 count here for the center fielder.
I'm seeing early, George, that the ump likes to call the pitches late, so we're going to have to wait to see if it's a strike or a ball.
He does. Third pitch, high. Connor has a pop-up going to right field. Makes the play. Connor Chiarello with a pop-up at his first at-bat. 1 out for Swampscott early here in the bottom of the first.
Next up to bat, Number 9, the catcher, Michael Collins. Collins last game hit a 3-run homer that gave a good sign for the Big Blue. Ended up losing that game to Bishop Fenwick 12-5, but it was one of the bright spots there as the first pitch from Coyne. It's called strike to Collins. He goes down on the count 0-1. The pitch is low. It's a 1-1 count to Michael Collins.
Yeah, I think it's important from any loss you have during the season just to take the wins and to take what you did good in that game and now carry that over to this next game. So Michael Collins hitting being a highlight of that game. Hopefully he can carry it over into Marblehead.
Michael hits it towards the third baseman. Is he going to make the play? He is. He retires Collins. That will be the second out with a ground out.
Tough start for the Big Blue here. Similar to Marblehead's 3 batters, 3 outs. Can Caden Ross go against the tide, break the trend, and get on base for the Swampscott Big Blue? Caden Ross, number 2, shortstop, the prolific infielder for Big Blue, committed to Bridgewater State. Comes the first pitch. It's a ball. Interesting call. But I'm not complaining here in the booth, and I'm sure Malad isn't.
I'm definitely not. As we actually see a helicopter going by. This game's important today.
Second pitch here. Oh, inside. Ross has to back up. That's a 2-0 count now. Two outs. Hit Ross over the second baseman. It drops. Ross rounds first. He's going to second with a big hit. Can he get there? And he slides into second safe. Caden Ross with the double early on here. Goes over the second baseman, drops in between the right fielder and center fielder. And Caden Ross with the double to give Big Blue the advantage here early in the bottom of the first inning. Malad, take me through what Caden Ross must be feeling to get a double against his rivals early on in the game.
What an at-bat. It dropped right through the gap between center fielder and right fielder. As next up to bat is Dylan DiFilippo, our first baseman, number 14. But first pitch is a ball. It's a great at-bat. I'm pretty sure the Fenwick game he started with a double, too. So that's back-to-back doubles to start off the game for Caden Ross. It's a great feeling to start off hot. The 1-0 count to Dylan DiFilippo. The second pitch is called a strike.
Yeah, Caden Ross has been batting good this season, but not as good as he really should feel. And I've talked to him about that, and he says that must be a confidence booster.
Pitch comes in. DiFilippo rips it down the line. Caden Ross is rounding third base. He's going to be safe. DiFilippo is going to go towards second with the error from the right fielder going over the catcher. And the Big Blue are already up 1-0 in this bottom of the first.
What a play, what a hit by Dylan DiFilippo. We had a perfect view of that. We saw as he made contact, it was going right in between that base. But in that first baseman, what a play, a double play, single RBI for Dylan. Now up next, number 5, Chase Guthius, the right fielder. First pitch, called strike. Second pitch here. Chase has a swing and a miss. Second strike.
Looking for Guthius here to get another hit with DiFilippo at second base. Pitch comes in. Guthius swing and a miss. Big Blue will take the early 1-0 lead in that bottom of the first. George, that was already electric. How are we feeling?
Yeah, I think it's a great start. The Big Blue really, we saw it coming. We saw the double early on in last game. We see it this game. Caden Ross must be livid. It's a little disappointing to have a man on second and not to advance him, but we couldn't ask for really a better start with the 1-0 lead here early. Vlad, take me through how we should now go about this next top of the second, what Jamison Ford should be hoping to accomplish, and hopefully getting the boys back to batting early on this game.
I mean, I've said this before, and maybe every game, but throw strikes, that's all you can do. We have a great field behind Ford, so when you throw strikes, you either strikes them out or they're going to have to be forced to put the ball in play, and if they put the ball in play, I'm very confident in our fielders to make the plays. Obviously tough looking back, center fielder and all the outfielders, they're looking into the sun. We saw that was a common theme last game against Fenwick with balls not being able to be tracked just due to losing it in the sun. I mean, that's just Mother Nature. You can't really do anything about that.
Exactly.
But, yeah, I think in general, just throw strikes and we should be good.
Yeah.
We'll send you guys back onto the field as we wait in between this top of the second for the Magicians to bat. Next up to bat for the Magicians is number 7, the DH, DePhillips. First pitch from Ford is a ball, 1-0 count to DePhillips. Second pitch is high, 2-0 count. Pitch is a little inside. It's a 3-0 count. Don't expect DePhillips to swing here on this next pitch.
Ford here just looking to make a strike.
The pitch is high, and Marblehead walks their first batter in this top of the second.
Yeah, up next, number 8, Coin. Pitcher here for Marblehead. Swampscott have faced 2 good pitchers this season, but also 2 good hitters. Both pitchers being prolific hitters. Let's see if Coin can follow that trend. With a man on first, 0 outs in the top of the second here, 1-0 game, Swampscott. First pitch, inside, ball called, 1-0 count. Ford looking to improve on that last batter. High ball, similar to the pitches he was pitching last batter. 2-0 count. Collins here, just going to have a word with his pitcher. Settle him down. Get his head back in the right space.
I think we're seeing it is DePhillips there at first base when he's taking the lead. He's taunting Ford a little bit, trying to get in his head. Baseball's all mental, so we'll see if Ford can bounce back.
Yep, that's called a strike. 2-1 count now for Ford. Looking to get the first out here for the Big Blue in the top of the second. Ooh, next pitch. Batter avoids it. Inside. 3-1 count. Coin almost expected to get hit there. Shriveled up. I would have done the same thing with Jamison Ford's heat. Fourth pitch down the middle has to be a strike, and it's called a strike. Folks, me and Malad are not just announcing, but also calling calls as the umpire takes at least a couple seconds to call in here.
You could say that. You really could say that.
Full count here for Ford. Can he capitalize? Goes to first. DePhillips just puts his foot right back on the base.
Staring him down there.
Jameson just making his pressure known. Full count. And it's a strike. Big swing. Big miss for Marblehead. The Magicians running out of magic early here.
Indeed was a big swing and a big miss, as next up is the right fielder, number 2, Wales. Man still on first base. First pitch is a ball. Doesn't get called a strike.
Tough call there. Interesting batter stance from, looks like number 2, Wales.
I apologize there for the ladies and gentlemen at home. Ford did throw it down to first base. I was getting blocked by Wales. Safe second. The pitch is another ball, so it's a 2-0 count. Another ball, and it's a 3-0 count to Wales with D. Phillips. Still at first base. Pitch is right down the middle. It's a strike. 3-1 count. One out in this top of the second. Pitch is a little outside. It's another walk. Wales will get on first with D. Phillips at second base.
Now, number 9 up, Wyman, the catcher, has a word with Collins. Friendly word.
I believe that they were on the same Freedom team. I think it was U14.
I don't know. I know the roots are embedded deep with both teams here. First pitch, inside ball. Strike. Never mind, folks. I called the pitch there, and I was wrong. I thought Wyman had bent his knees a little bit outwards to avoid the pitch. Ump says otherwise, and I'll go with his word. 0-1 count. As I was saying, a lot of players have played with each other. Second pitch. Ball. A lot of players have played with each other, whether it's in AAU or another sport. So, rivals on paper, but there's some friendships on the field. 1-1 count here with Wyman. Ford looking to get the second out for the Big Blue. Pitch is called ball. Crowd thought otherwise. Similar to the first pitch. 2-1 count. Marblehead yet to get on base with a hit. Been 2 walks. 2-1 count. Hit to shortstop. Caden Ross. Can he make the play? And he doesn't. He bobbles the ball. Unlucky for Ross as he makes his first error of the game. Wasn't a hard hit, but a bouncy one. Bases are now loaded. Top of the second. 1-0 Swampscott.
Next up to bat is number 11, Leon, the left fielder for the Magicians. The bases are juiced in this top of the second. As George said, there's 1 out. Big Blue looking to get out of a hole early in this game, as the bases were loaded a lot against Bishop Fenwick and didn't turn out good. As Ford with the first pitch coming in. Swing and a miss. Count is 0-1 to the left fielder, Leon. One and one count, excuse me, a little outside there, called ball. Swing and a miss, 1-2 count. Ford looking to get this needed second out It's called a ball, 2-2 count. If we look around the diamond here, Magician's taking only a little bit of a lead at each base, not trying to test forward. 2-2 pitch. And it's called a strike. Ford retires Leon with the backwards K. 2 outs in this top of the second.
Yeah, up next for Marblehead, the Magicians, number 13, Downey, the center fielder. Looking to take the advantage here with bases loaded. Can he do so? Inside pitch, called ball. Downey's a lefty. Keeping Guthius on his toes out there. Second pitch. Called ball again. 2-0 count.
Yeah, the one thing we can't do here is let the Magicians get a run just on an unforced error by the Big Blue.
Third pitch. Hit. And Tardif makes the play for the third out. It was hit right towards him. Tardif to wrap up the top of the second here with a crucial out as the bases were loaded for Magicians. Malad, a little unfortunate there for the hit to go right to Tardif, or is luck just on our side today?
I mean, a little bit of Big Blue luck there. It's a line out right to Tardif, but you got to make the play still. He's still got to catch it, so
exactly.
It's a good play there. George, how does it feel? We got out of bases loaded. It didn't look like we were doing that last game, so is this a good sign?
Yeah, this is a great sign. You know, with any run, you know, you never want it to be just a walking home off loaded bases and you're walking a guy. So it feels good to not let that happen this game. Happened 3 times last game. So yeah, it's a great feeling now transitioning into the bottom of the second. Yeah, I think the Big Blue should be ready to hit with Cooper Crenny up first. Yeah, Cooper Crenny up first.
That is correct. It is Cooper Crenny next up to bat. He's actually wearing a shiesty here today, going incognito mode.
Yeah, you love to see the drip. You love to, when the drip translates to the play. But yeah,
we'll send you guys back onto the field while we step aside. Wait. The 1-2 pitch. It's low. Count is back to even at 2-2. Time is called by Karenni. He's warming up his hands. It is cold out here. Playing some mind games. Karenni got a lot of free bases last game. Got walked a couple times. Got hit by a pitch. 2-2 pitch. Swing. It's fouled. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for Karenni. A little off speed there. Magicians get their first out at this bottom of the second.
Yeah, next for the Big Blue, Jamison Ford, the pitcher. Looking to make a difference here in the bottom of the second inning. Still 1-0 Swampscott. Comes the pitch by Coyne. Jamie hits it down left side, but it's foul. Big swing, big hit. Unlucky to be foul.
I think that made it up to the softball fields there.
It did. Second pitch here, 0-1 count. Called strike. Froze Jamie there with what looked to be an off-speed pitch. 0-2 count. Jamison Ford down early here, looking to battle back. Swing and a miss. 3 pitches, 3 strikes.
Some great pitching by Coyne there. As next up is number 10, our second baseman, Luke Tardif. First pitch is low. It's a ball. Luke Tardif, the sophomore, the youngest. Actually, he is actually still the youngest starter today, as second pitch is called a strike, 1-1 count. Timmy Hamilton, as we mentioned, getting the start today at left field. He's actually a junior, so it will make Tardif still the youngest starter today. It's hit right back up to the pitcher. Second baseman throws it to first. It goes past the first baseman. It's an error for the Magicians, and maybe a lifeline for the Big Blue here late in this bottom of the second inning as Tardif sits on first base.
Yeah, what a start for Luke Tardif, making two good plays defensively in the top of the second and top of the first, and now getting on base. Little bit of fortune, Malad, with the error, but he's going to take it. Up now, number 16, Aiden Brown, the third baseman. First pitch, strike. Second pitch, swing and a miss. Again, the Big Blue down early here with an 0-2 count. Runner, Luke Tardif steals, but AB swings for foul. Aiden Brown swings for a foul ball, canceling out Luke Tardif's steal attempt. A little bit of miscommunication there, Malad.
Yeah, it's always unfortunate to make that jog, slight walk, slight jog back.
Brown clearly thought that was going to be a strike and had to get a piece of it. Gets a hit to center field. It's caught by the Magicians. 3 outs as the bottom of the second ends. 1-0 ball game.
As we'll bring you guys back here into the studio, a little bit of unfortune there for for Brown. George went right to the center fielder.
Yeah. A little bit of unfortunate activities there, but we got it in the top of the second. Good piece by Aiden Brown. But yeah, looks like a slow start for both teams. Good pitching by both sides. Swampscott still has the advantage, looking to keep it here. Now heading into the top of the third.
Yeah, Ford and Coyne are both dealing early. Expect that from both pitchers. Well respected. The Big Blue warms up here, and we'll head back onto the field and step aside in between these innings. Next up to bat for the Magicians is top of the order, number 25, the second baseman, Harwood. His first outing ended with the backwards K, strikeout. So, see what he can do here with Ford in the first pitch. It's hit towards center field. This is almost automatic to right to Chiarello. One pitch, 1 out for the Big Blue in this top of the third inning. Good start.
It's a great start, Malad, and I was a little worried there with, again, what you said, Mother Nature's condition of the sun right in Connor Chiarello's eyes, but he has sunglasses on, and it's routine for him in the end. Up next, number 4, Leventhal, the shortstop, ground out in his first at-bat, looking to go against the Tides here, get a hit. Ford with the first pitch. It's hit again to center field. Connor Chiarello, can he make it to play? He does. 2 pitches, 2 outs, 2 pop-ups to Connor Chiarello, and he makes both plays. Malad, being in the outfield, you might not get a lot of attention or got a lot of action, but it's nice when you do, and it's a relief when you make the play.
I mean, yeah, I can't get any better than that. 2 pitches, 2 outs, both by Connor, Chiarello. It's a good start. Next up is number 17, Machado, third baseman. First at bat, he had a ground out.
First pitch was called a ball, 1-0 count.
It's a ball, 2-0 count. Fans said it looked good. Have to agree with them there, but I'm not worried about it here. Ford will. Throw another ball. I was about to say Ford will throw another strike, but it's unfortunate. 3-0 count.
Jamie has a smirk on his face and words under his breath, probably about that call there.
That one had to be called a strike, and it was right down the middle. 3-1 count to Machado. Another called strike. Machado tried to be cute there.
Yeah, Machado thought he was being cute. That was a clear strike, clear as day. I don't know what he was trying to do there.
Full count. It's intense. It's grounded to Luke Tardif, and he's going to make the play to first base to Dylan DiFilippo. 1-2-3 inning there for the Big Blue. That will conclude the top of the third. George, we'll bring you guys back here. How do we feel about that premature walk to first base?
Yeah, that Machado just had there. I think it's a little bit of disrespect to the umpire. It's a little bit of a disrespect, sign to the outfield and the infield and the players for Big Blue. But he apologized to the ump, and I think he made it clear that it was a mistake out of, his own. But players like to do that. They like to show their emotions, not just through verbally or, physically. So he did that there, and can't say that our players haven't done it. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's an intense rivalry. It's just bound to happen. People want to win the game. I know both sides. We obviously were close to the Big Blue seniors, but I'm sure the Marblehead seniors also want to win this game. And so that's just kind of the nature of how important this game is.
Yeah, I think that was a feel-good out for Jamison Ford, although it was hit down early with those two balls that he didn't agree with and ended up getting a full count. And then that final strike and that hit that led to Luke Tardif making the play. So definitely a feel-good out for Jamison Ford and a feel-good inning for Connor Chiarello in center field, making those two plays. Simple plays, but, you got to be thankful that he makes them.
Yeah, I mean, we can't complain about that, as next up to bat is Connor Chiarello. His first outing, he popped out.
First pitch here coming for Chiarello. Bottom of the third. Outside ball. It feels like the game is cruising now with early outs in both innings, top or bottom.
Yeah, it definitely does. Way quicker. Feeling way quicker than the Fenwick game. I'll tell you that much.
Second pitch. Calls it a strike, 1-1. The more he delays his call, Malad, the more I don't like it.
Yeah, I know. It's unfortunate, but that's this ump style. Every ump has a style.
Hit in between the second baseman and first baseman. Connor's going to round first and stay there. A single after his pop-up at first at bat, and he gets on base here for the Big Blue.
That's a great start for the Big Blue in this bottom of the third. With next up, our catcher, number 9, Michael Collins. We know Chiarello is dangerous with his speed there on first base. Let's see if he steals right away. He has a pretty sizable lead, and he's going. Collins shows bunt. Chiarello down, easily slides in there. And the Big Blue are already in scoring position.
Malad, I have to give it to you. And, I'll give it to you. I'll give you some praise here, but we expected Connor to steal there, Chiarello, because he has the speed to do it, and he's going to do it every time that the opportunity is presented to him. So great call by you.
Thank you. I appreciate it, George. It's an easy call to make. He makes it easy for me.
Exactly.
The second pitch to Collins just coming in. Collins rips it right back towards the pitcher. Coyne makes the play. Chiarello actually stays at second. No one advances. That's 1 out. It's unfortunate there for Collins that it went right back up to the pitcher.
Up next now, number 2, the shortstop, Caden Ross. A double at his first at bat. Looking to mirror that or do better.
Can't complain if he does better.
Can't complain. Trello still on second. High pitch behind Caden. As the fans say, wear that, and he's going to wear it. One out here, and the bottom of the third. Caden Ross with the hit, and it's through. Trello rounds third. Can he go home? He does. His speed. And he's up. Ross goes back to first. Ross gets safe back to first. He thought he could go second. Coach just called him off, but he gets safe back to first. Trello makes the play at home, and it's 2-0 Swampscott. Caden Ross with the second hit of the game, a single.
I mean, what a hit there by Caden Ross. Chiarello shows off his speed. 2-0 Big Blue. With one out here in this bottom of the third. With next up is Dylan DiFilippo, who got a single RBI. Throws back towards first base. Ross slides it in there safely. I will comment on some of the Big Blue bench right there when they're saying, hey, Caden, on that last at-bat right before you got that single, wear it. Oh, as another throw is towards first base. Caden slides in there safely. Coin insisting on trying to get him out there at first, but when they say wear it, as the pitch comes in, it's a ball. It's harder than it looks because getting hit by a baseball hurts, I'll definitely say that. As DiFilippo here trying to advance Ross from first. He hits it foul. Oh, and it shatters the light. Oh, my goodness gracious. What just happened? I can't believe it. The light has been shattered. DiFilippo can't believe it.
Send the check to his banking account. Folks, the Boosters cannot afford that. Lights out here at the Frank DeFelice Diamond.
George, I don't know about you, but I think you're a technician. Can you get up there?
Thankfully, everyone. I don't know, Milan. That's high. That's a high climb. Thankfully, everyone's okay. Scary here.
I mean, everyone's out of shorts right now. We've never seen this happen before. We have Liam O'Brien, I think, present today. He's a rock climber. Maybe he can get up there. See him smirking over there on the
mid-game fix. You could say that was a shattering hit. Didn't lead to anything. Big bang.
I mean, I'm shocked. I can't even believe it.
I'm shocked. We had a fan come up to us and just scream. Don't know if you heard that at home. Sorry for that.
Yeah, everyone's out of sorts back here. DiFilippo is just smiling. Everyone's taking a pause as the ump is going to walk back towards home plate. Looks like play is going to resume.
Again, thankfully everyone's okay.
You never know what's going to happen in a Marblehead versus Swampscott game.
That proves it right there.
I believe it's a 2-1 count. The pitch called strike, 2-2 count to DiFilippo. Ross still at first base. Pitch comes in. It's a full count to DiFilippo. Confirms that with the ump. One out in this bottom of the third. DiFilippo rips a drive towards the line. We can't really see it. Looks like it drops. Ross rounds third. He's going to slide in. The Big Blue go up 3-0. DiFilippo with a double. And the boys are rolling.
Milad, he hits the light, and then he hits an absolute bomb to left field down the line. Caden Ross scores. It's 3-0 Swampscott.
I mean, I hate when that happens because we don't have a great angle here of this left field. But he hits it down the line. It's a great hit. Double and another RBI for DiFilippo. And who's up next, George?
Number 5, Chase Guthius, the right fielder. Strikeout on his first at-bat. using the same bat as Dylan here. Maybe he can take some of that magic. First pitch is called strike. As we were saying, we have a tough view of down the line. We weren't sure if it was out, foul, or in play. 0-1 count here. Man on second. Second pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2 count. Gruthius is down early here.
I got full faith that he can get a hit here. We know Gruthius, he's a great hitter.
And he does. Down left line again. And it's in play as Chase rounds first base. DiFilippo's going home. It's a mirror hit from Dylan's. And Chase gets a double play and a single RBI as he sellies Cam Ward celebration on second base. Marblehead's been stunned here in the bottom of the third. 4-0 Swampscott.
Wow, what a hit. It might be the bat, honestly. Almost a mirror hit. 2 doubles. Back-to-back RBIs for both DiFilippo and Gruthius as Marblehead is going to talk to Coyne, their pitcher. We'll bring you guys into the booth. We're feeling good. It's 4-0, George. We still have 1 out, so the Big Blue are dealing.
Yeah, Milan. I mean, some say breaking glass is bad luck, but apparently for the Big Blue it's good luck as since Dylan or DiFilippo has hit that light, they've now had 2 doubles and 2 RBIs, making the score 4-0 at the bottom of the third. Milad, we really can't hope for more here for the Big Blue.
Yeah, I mean, they're off to a great start. Let's hope they keep it up as I think play is going to resume here. Next up to bat is our DH, Cooper Karenni, number 12 in his first outing. He struck out. He is dripped out today with that shiesty. I've said it before.
Love to see it.
Gruthius at second base. Coyne stays on the mound. The pitch to Karenni. Swing and a miss. 0-1 count. Pitch gets by Wiseman, and Gruthius steals third, standing up.
I have to say, Gruthius antsy on the base with a smile bouncing up and down. He's ready to run home as DiFilippo and Ross have.
And we can add Chiarello to that too. As Gruthius stands at third, Karenni up to the plate still. Pitch comes in, fouls it back towards our camera. Do they want to break our equipment?
Second time this game from Karenni to hit the ball back here. Ford being a good ball boy. Shrugs back at me and smiles. His pitching makes up for it.
We get a oh yeah from Ford. Live. It's the pitch to Karenni. It's inside. It's a ball. Karenni looking to drive. Gruthius in from third. 1 out in this bottom of the third. 4-0. Karenni time. Play mind games. Count is at 2-2.
Karenni loves his time.
It's outside. The count is full. Gruthius still at third base. Let's see if Karenni can drive him in here. Pitch comes in. It hits Karenni, and he wears it. And guess what, folks? He ate it.
He absolutely did. And you know what? Cooper Karenni is one to wear it. He loves contact. And honestly, Cooper Karenni, having a sprained ankle, gets on base more than really anyone on this team.
I can say he's
surprisingly so. But it's because he gets walked or hit or a lucky steal at times, and he'll take it.
Can we talk about it? I mean, Cooper Coretti's old school, no gloves, got hit in back-to-back games. Is next up, who we got, George?
Number 3, Jamison Ford, the pitcher. As I said, ball boy as well. First pitch, swing and a miss. Jamie loves to swing his head off.
He's pitching great today. Hopefully we can get a hit here.
Oh, 1 count, 1 out. Called strike. Croft. Words for the ump from the fence. 0-2 count. Cooper steals. Smartly done as well, as Gruthiasar was still on third, forcing them not to look Rennie's way as he steals to second.
Next up to bat is second baseman Luke Tardif. Number 10, he got on base as there was an error by Marblehead. Looking to drive Gruthias and Karenni home, who stand at second and third with 2 outs here. First pitch is inside, 1-0 count. Pitch comes into Tardif, swing and a miss, 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch to Tardif is kind of check swing. It's going to go right back to the pitcher, and he's going to tag Tardif out, as that will conclude this bottom of the third. Score 4-0. A lot of action there, George. A lot of action. We're feeling good. All they have to do is close out this game. I know it's still early. It is the top of the fourth.
Yeah, but just remaining consistent throughout the game. Something that we saw in the first game against Saugus is crucial here for the Big Blue. Yeah.
We have special guests behind us, Mr. Rovey. He is a teacher. He says hi. He says have fun as the Big Blue are warming up, and we're going to step aside while Ford gets his pitches in, and we'll catch you guys back in this top of the fourth inning.
Up next now, number 7 for the Magicians, D. Phillips. First at bat was a walk. Designated hitter here for the Magicians. First pitch is called strike. Great framework from Michael Collins there.
Wind's starting to pick up a little bit here down at the field.
0-1 count. Off speed there, and he gets called a strike. 0-2 count to Phillips down early here. Ford up high. Third pitch, down low and a ball. You can tell Ford's upset about that as he misses the catch.
Little nonchalant walk there to get it back.
Pitch called ball there. 2-2 count. Ford looking for his third. And it's a strikeout. Backwards K to Phillips is frozen by an off-speed pitch.
What a pitch there by Jamison Ford. Is next up to bat is the pitcher for Marblehead, number 8, Coin. First outing was a strikeout. Pitcher versus pitcher matchup. Let's see who wins this one. Forward with the first pitch. It's a little high. Called ball. 1-0 count.
Hey, get even. Come on, Jamie.
Pitch coming in from Ford. It's low. 2-0 count to Coin.
Let's go. Keep working. Lock in. Come on, 3.
3-0 count to Coin. Ford takes a little step back. Regroup. Right down the middle. 3-1 count with a strike there by Ford.
Chip away. Let's go.
Another pitch. Called strike. The count is full. Ford working his way back. Trying to retire Coin for the second out. It's called a ball. Coin walks, and he wins this matchup against Ford.
Yeah, up next, Malad, for the Magicians, Wales, right fielder. He walked his first at bat, looking to get a hit here to give
Let's go, 3.
the Magicians some life here in the top of the fourth.
Come on, Jamie. Run one up, kid.
Ford goes back to first. First pitch, low ball.
Go, Jamie. Fill it up, kid. Fill it up.
Ooh.
Come on, Jamie.
Third pitch there, called a high ball.
3.
You know, George,
Lock in.
I'm looking a little bit onto the field here. Collins might actually throw it down to first. I'm seeing Coin's taking a big lead after the pitch comes in, so let's see if that happens.
Comes Ford's fourth pitch. Hit by Wales to left field, and it's gone. A home run from the Magicians, giving them life here in the top of the fourth, as Wales is pumped up. Ford unlucky to give that one away.
Hey, so
Missed home plate.
come on, 3. Get your guy, kid.
4-2 game now in the top of the fourth. Wow, this is what we were saying. They just need to stay consistent. There's going to be some bumps in the road, and that's one of them.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but we still have full confidence in Ford. Score is now 4-2.
He's out.
Oh,
Wales.
my goodness. I do not think, folks, the home run does not count because he did not hit the bag, and Wales celebrated way too early.
Folks, I don't know if you remember, but I had mentioned that Wales missed the home base at first, stepping over it, focused on the celebration, should have been focused on touching the plate.
The Big Blue have all smiles on their face as the 2 for Marblehead is getting erased on the scoreboard.
It will be a one-run home run. Marblehead fans screaming onto the field. Can't argue against the rules.
A lot of tension here from the Marblehead fans, the coach coming out to talk. Tensions are rising in this rivalry. As we'll bring you guys back onto this desk. George, I mean, I can't believe it. We got broken lights. We got home runs not counting.
It's drama, and it's exactly what you can expect from a game like this. You know, I said it, as soon as he didn't step on home plate, I remember seeing a video one time of a a similar situation where a batter missed home plate and was called out on a home run. And there it is. It's surreal now. It's in front of our eyes. And I'm not going to say Big Blue's fortunate because Marblehead, that's on him. He should be ensuring that he touches home plate. Big Blue may be fortunate as Ford pitches the first pitch here. Called strike. As I was saying, Big Blue may be fortunate, but again, it was on Marblehead. Parents are upset, but talk to your own players.
Yeah, I agree there. George is up next to bat is number 9, Wyman. The ump is going to take a look back at the fans. As that there's a lot of yelling and chirping from the fans. Our AD, Miss Wolf, is going to go back and check that out. Ump handing out warnings.
Rightfully so, Malad.
I will say, it got a little heated there. The ump asserting his dominance, quite frankly.
Yeah, as he should. You know, you never want to see heated talk like that at a baseball game. Again, that was the parent who had previously called out the ump for a call that he did not like. Ford here with the second pitch. High ball. Oh, sorry. Yes, 1-1 count.
Sorry, folks. We're trying to regroup here. A lot of things have gone in this top of the fourth as Ford throws another ball. The score is 4-1 to not confuse anyone. I believe it's 2 outs now. The pitch comes in from Ford. It's another ball to make it 3 balls. Ford. Pitch. Called strike. Wyman, once again, almost threw his bat, thinking that was a ball. Ford with the pitch. Fouled back. Great battle here. Pitch is hit towards Caden Ross, a little bump, and Wyman is out. And the Big Blue, fortunately, only give up 1 run that inning, or half inning, excuse me, in that top of the fourth. We'll send you guys here back into the studio. Actually, the table. We're not in the studio today, but George, a lot just happened. I mean, I don't even know what to say. There's been a lot this game. It's a 4-1 score. How are you feeling? Are you comfortable? Or are you?
Yeah, a lot to unfold from that inning. Obviously, the home run called back and just the 1 run given to the Magicians. But I think players on both sides just need to put their heads down, not get distracted from what's going on around the field and off the field. And just, you know, the Big Blue just need to maintain that consistency and put that energy into their batting up now in the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, we'll send you guys back onto the field, and we'll step aside in this mid-fourth.
Up first for the Big Blue will be Aiden Brown, the third baseman, who had a pop out his first at bat.
Well, just, you know, the years of the Dust Bowl. That's all I was looking for, is that the soil's packed down.
Oh, George, I think we forgot to note, I think the pitcher was just changed, as I believe that is number 15 for the Magicians.
I think you're right, Malad. Pitching change here. looks young. Fortunately, we don't have the years.
Number 15, the new pitcher for the Magicians is Allen.
Aiden Brown now steps up to the plate.
Wait here, folks.
Well, hey, good to see you. Have a good one.
And Brown up to the plate.
Aiden Brown looking to make a difference here in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Big Blue. Up 4-1 here at home. First pitch is down. Looked like it came off the arm a little weird. Second pitch is spilled off to the left by the catcher. Inside, would have been called ball.
Chiarello grabbing the ball. Walks right by us. Didn't even get a look there. They're locked in.
Pitch here. Hit. Pop up to the left fielder. Makes the play. Aiden Brown. Pop off to the left field. 1 out early here for the Big Blue.
Next up to bat is number 1, the center fielder, Connor Chiarello. He popped out in his first at-bat, got a single in his second, looking to recreate that. Top of the order, so the Big Blue is the first pitch is called strike, a little off speed there, curving in. It's hit towards the gap between center, and what a catch by the right fielder. I thought it was going to drop between the gap between the center fielder and right fielder, but he makes a great catch there. Chiarello with a pop out. It's unfortunate.
It's a great play by Wills there, that right fielder, to make that play over the back of the shoulder. Chiarello, unfortunate not to get on base there. Now up number 9, Michael Collins, the catcher. First pitch is hit to left field. It's high. It is out! Folks, Michael Collins with his second home run in 2 games. It didn't look out from here, but it is.
Oh my goodness! Michael Collins has done it again! Swinging a drive to left field, and he touches home plate.
Milan, Michael Collins ensured he touched home plate. He's not doing the same mistake that the Magicians made. What a hit.
I mean, earlier today we were talking to Collins. He said he's seeing the ball like it's U14 freedom. He's hitting them, and that just shows back-to-back home runs and back-to-back games. Increasing the score to 5-1. Next up is number 2, Caden Ross, the shortstop. First pitch is a ball. I mean, George, I can't believe it.
What a hit. We couldn't tell it was gone from here. Second pitch, hit by Ross to right field in the gap. Ross is rounding first, going to second. And he's making it standing up.
Caden Ross with another double. He's had 3 at-bats, and he's had 3 hits, 2 doubles and a single. The Big Blue are rolling in this bottom of the 4th. It's 5-1.
Michael Collins. What a hit. Up next, Dylan DiFilippo, 14, our first baseman. Collins came to me in the parking lot before school this morning and said, George, I dreamt that I was hitting another home run today. And he did. Dreams to reality, as we like to say. So first pitch comes in. Runner goes, Ross. Sliding is safe, now at third. Catcher disappointed not to make the play. As I was saying, Collins envisioned it, and sometimes you just have to see it to do it. His second in 2 games. And his second in his career.
It's just wow. Just wow.
Pitch here is Caden is safe at third as the catcher throws back.
I think it hit Ross there as he slid back.
That second pitch there was called 2-0, 2 balls. We're still in shock down here at the table from Michael Collins.
So much is going on in just this mere 30 minutes. A lot of action. This is baseball.
It is. Hit by DiFilippo to center field, and he makes the play. We thought it was gone at first.
That will end this 4th inning, going into the top of the 5th. We'll bring you guys back onto the desk. I mean, George, Michael Collins being one of our friends. I mean, we've talked about it, back-to-back home runs. He dreamt about it. We have special guest Nico Croft, who's very excited. I don't even know what to. Frankly, I'm speechless.
Yeah,
what about you?
I mean, Milad, I think for Michael Collins to go ground out, and then hit an absolute bullet to left field and stun the crowd just shows his confidence that he has in his play. And frankly, it's just impressive. 2 home runs, 3 games. That is a stat line that honestly I'm jealous of, and the rest of the team also is jealous of.
I will do my research and my due diligence for this next game on Friday to see if any Swampscott player has done this before, back-to-back home runs. I remember back in my 8th grade year, Cam O'Brien hit a home run against Marblehead, and it was hype, to say the least, as we'll bring you guys back onto the field. Michael Collins giving us a smirk here. As next up is the pitcher, number 15, Allen. This will be his first at-bat.
Tall player, tall stature.
Very tall.
Big strike zone.
To start off this top of the 5th, Ford still on the mound for the Big Blue. He's wheeling and dealing. The first pitch comes in. Called strike. 0-1 count. Collins got to be playing with some mojo right now. He has to.
He, in fact, is.
Pitch is called a ball. It's a 1-1 count. Big Blue seems to have the same lineup. Haven't changed anyone at any place yet. Pitch is low. It's called a ball. 2-1 count. Pitch is hit towards shortstop Caden Ross. Makes it look easy. Makes the play at first. That'll be the first out of this top of the 5th.
Yeah, again, as we like to call Ross, Mr. Automatic, makes the play, caught the ball, looks in his glove, poses for the camera, talks to some fans, and then throws him out.
Strike called. As next up to bat is number 13, Downey.
The center fielder here. 0-1 count early. Forward with the second pitch. I believe called ball. Negative reaction from the Marblehead bench, though, tells me otherwise, but it is 1-1 count here. It's definitely a strike. 1-2 count. Has me on the edge of my seat calling these. Downey here, looking to be a spark in a dark room for the Magicians. Hit to Ross, the shortstop. Can he make the play? A long throw. Oh, and he calls him safe. We couldn't see it well because the ump blocked our view. A couple of oohs from around us.
Yeah,
definitely a close call, but
that's a tough play from Ross. It's a very long throw. Throw that a single there for Downey. Getting his first hit of the game. As next up is number 25, Harward, the second baseman. He struck out and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. First pitch from Ford, called strike, 0-1 count. In this top of the 5th with 1 out. Score is 5-1. Big Blue over the Magicians. Downey there at first base with a little bit of a lead. Second pitch from Ford. It's hit foul towards the right field. 0-2 count. Ford's up early. This is the top of the order for the Magicians. So their dangerous hitters are coming up. Ford waves off the pitch. A little outside there from Ford. 1-2 count to Downey. Pitch is hit towards Aiden Brown, and it is going to be ruled an error. Bounces up through his glove. Magicians have a man on first and second.
It's tough. Could have been a double play. Instead, it's an error with no outs. Number 4 now. Leventhal, the shortstop. Ground out, pop out. Looking to make a difference here. First pitch called ball outside a little bit. Second pitch. Called strike. Milan, I'm learning the ump stance. You know, when he wants to call a strike, he kind of pops up a little bit, gets his hand ready, and then he pulls the trigger.
That's great. It's good knowledge for me to know. I'll start looking at that.
Comes the pitch. Hit to center field. Can Trello make the play? He does. No one tags up. Smartly done as well, as Connor made a great throw to Caden Ross to deny any advancement from the second baseman. Sorry, man on second.
Yeah, that was a great throw there by Chiarello. Didn't even give a chance for anyone to tag up. As next up to bat is number 17, the third baseman, Machado. He's had 2 ground outs. This will be his 3rd at bat. Men still on first and second for the Magicians with 2 outs here in this top of the 5th inning. As the first pitch is called a ball. It's a little outside. Ford probably getting up there on pitch count, so we'll see how long he'll be able to go. Next pitch comes in. Collins throws it down towards first. Called safe. Time is called on the field. I think the Big Blue are appealing for the runner's hand came off of the bag. We'll see what the umps decide as they talk it out on the field.
Well, as you were saying, Ford is now up to 82 pitches on the day.
Called safe, just to let the ladies and gentlemen at home know. Yes, George?
Ford is up to 82 pitches on the day. Guthi is capped at 90, I believe, max. Not saying he got to 90, but capped at 90 the other day. We'll see if Ford makes it the whole game, if we'll have a closer come in.
Still 2 outs here in this top of the 5th. 2-0 count, I believe. Ford with the pitch. Make that a 3-0 count. 2-1, excuse me, count. Sorry about that, folks. 5-1, Big Blue. Pitch is called a ball, 3-1 count. Big Blue needing 1 more out to get out of this inning. Pitch is hit towards second baseman Luke Tardif. He bulbs it a little bit and he makes the play, and that will retire the Magicians in this top of the 5th. Ford is shaking his head a little bit. But, I mean, the Big Blue get out of that inning unscathed. There were men on first and second. George, we're getting close to the end. It's 5-1. We're up 4. I mean, what can the Big Blue do just to stay on this lead?
Yeah, again, just stay positive. Even though we're up, not being too confident, but not having self-doubt. Anything can happen. The Magicians could, hit a 3-run home run, 4-run home run, bases loaded, and the game's tied just like that. So just remind themselves, staying unfazed, act as if the game's tied, and just going out there and doing what they've been doing all game long, and they will be safe sailing from there.
Yeah, and I think they're already showing traits of what you were saying, George, as they just huddled up. They had a little talk there on our left. And I think the message there from Coach Cap, great coach, just stay focused, stay in the game. It's still only the bottom of the 5th. Magicians still have 2 at-bats, so you never know what's going to happen. As we'll send you guys onto the field as the Magicians warm up and the Big Blue get ready to hit.
The number 5 now, Chase Guthrie, is stepping up. Coming off his first at-bat being a strikeout, but then his second being a double with the single RBI. Hoping to mirror that now. First pitch here. High, called ball.
Ladies and gentlemen at home, we just got some news from our great AD, Mrs. Wolf.
Chase hits it here at the shortstop. Can he make the play? He does, 1 out.
Sorry about that. Thank you, George, for commentating the game. But we got some news from the AD, Mrs. Wolf, that the girls lacrosse team beat Winthrop 18-3.
Wow.
That is a crazy score. And that's great news for the girls lacrosse team.
It is.
As next up to bat is number 12, Cooper Kareni. He's gotten a strikeout and he got hit by a pitch. As the pitch comes in, he bunts, attempts, it's down. The pitcher looks like he's going to try to make the play. Kareni is safe! And he shows his grittiness again. A bunt. We weren't expecting it. And Cooper Kareni just resembles a star Big Blue player with heart and passion.
Well, as I was saying, sprained ankle doesn't affect it. He is on base. Basically every at-bat at this point. He's running, he's sprinting, and man, is he fast.
He is.
Up now, Jamison Ford, number 3, the pitcher. Back to Cooper Kareni at first. You're not going to catch him.
Oh.
Nicknamed the Flash.
Yes. He's got lightning speed.
Jamison Ford coming off back-to-back strikeouts. Looking to right his own here. Goes back to Cooper again. Cooper's clearly scary. Don't know if he's sticking his tongue out at the pitcher or anything. Second pitch here. Hit Jamie, but foul over the back of the base. Fans call heads. Everyone's okay, though. One count for the Big Blue here as Ford looks to stay alive. Hit and drops short.
Wow.
And it drops short, and he's going to be safe. Cooper, it's an error. Cooper safe at second, but he's going to advance at third. The catcher threw it over the second baseman's head. It was a strange hit by Ford, and then an error by the catcher to advance Kareni to second, then third, and Ford to first base. A lot of mysterious play, and it just fits right in with the theme of how this game has gone.
Yeah, I mean, the Big Blue are getting some good luck right now. The bounces, everything's going their way. Kareni stands at third, Ford at first to get his first hit of the game, as looks like the Magicians are going to huddle up at the pitching mound to talk to the pitcher, Allen. We've had a bunt. We've had that weird hit, and those are the two batters that are on base. As we'll bring you guys back here onto the table. George, it's good to see Jamie getting out of his slump. He had some strikeouts last game, a couple strikeouts to start this game, but he gets a single. We talked to him today about that. He said he's looking to get a hit, and he did it, so it's a good sign.
Exactly, I was just mentioning strikeout, and now single. And honestly, I think Ford will take whatever that hit was over getting strikeout again. Although it was weird, Marblehead didn't know how to react. Possibly he was going to bounce foul, but it just sits down nicely in the grass. Cooper showing his speed once again. The flash.
Yeah.
Quick to third as the catcher made the error. Now a runner in scoring position, Ford at first with 1 out.
Yeah, I will say, as a former player who retired in Babe Ruth, that was it for my career. But those type of hits, they suck. I mean, you hate to be on the field, and that's just a little blooper. It really takes the life out of you as a fielder, as it looks like we're going to resume play here with number 10, the second baseman, Luke Tardif, up to bat. He got on base as there was an error and grounded out in his second at-bat. Looking to get a hit here with the men on first and third. Karenni trying to get home. Pitch comes in. Tardif drives it to right field. Karenni's going to tag up. He's going to be out. And that's going to end the inning on a double play. Karenni all smiles as that will retire the Big Blue in this bottom of the fifth. We'll bring you guys back on here to the table. George, I mean, I was a little shocked there. We were just talking about we were in a good position, just doubled us up there. Preventing a run, that's good for the Magicians.
Yeah, it's definitely good for the Magicians just to get a double play out of that. But I don't disagree with Karenni running. I mean, again, we've seen him steal base after base now and get on base every time basically he's at bat. It's a good throw by, again, the right fielder, Wales. Good tag by the catcher, and Swampscott just have to remain calm, remember the position they're in, and hopefully get 3 quick outs and transition into the bottom of the 6th and close out the game heading into the 7th.
Yeah, I will give some props to Wales. He's had a good game. He's had a great catch there in right field. Just threw out Karenni there, trying to get home on that tag up. He did hit that home run. Didn't step on the plate, but
I believe it's still it's counted as a home run, maybe a single RBI, but to him and to all of us fans here watching, we'll count it as a home run for him. Unlucky and unfortunate not to be called safe at home, but again, his responsibility, but still do feel bad for the kid.
Yep. As we'll send you guys back onto the field. George, who's next up to bat here for us? Or, excuse me, for the Magicians.
Number 7, D. Phillips, the designated hitter. First pitch is a fastball. It's called strike. Oh, 1 count here in the top of the 6th. 5-1, the Big Blue lead the Magicians. Second pitch, called a strike. Mike with great framework. Again, I've said it last game and I'll say it again. Best hitter in the NEC and the best catcher in the NEC, possibly all of D3. Comes the pitch, swing and a miss. Ooh, Michael tags him just to make sure.
I think
3 pitches, 3 strikes.
I think that was a drop third strike, and Colin just had to make sure to ensure that he got the out. Unfortunate that it hit the bat and hit the bat, really ricocheted back off the Magician's helmet. But next up to bat is number 8, the first pitcher of this game for the Magicians, Coyne. First pitch is called a ball as he struck out and walked in his first 2 at-bats. Forward with the second pitch. Called ball, 2-0 count in this top of the 6th with 1 out. Score is 5-1, Big Blue. Pitch a little off speed there by Ford. Looked good. It's a strike. 2-1 count.
Ford is heating up late in the game here in the top of the 6th.
Another great pitch, and it's called a strike. 2-2. He must be getting up there and count. I'm sure, George.
I believe he's
almost 100, maybe?
Looks as if 83 pitches. Maybe wrong. I believe that was, 83 pitches. Ball. Sorry, Malad. It just updated. 92 pitches, 8 away from 100. I believe actually 93, so 7 away.
Full count here. Pitch. And he froze him with the strike. 2 outs for the Big Blue in this top of the 6th. Backwards K for Coin. What a pitch.
I'm in awe of Ford's pitching here. Now 2 whales up the right fielder who's had a great game this. Ford here with the pitch. Hit. High ball. Maybe 500 feet in the air. Can Ross make the play? He does to close out the inning.
And what do we call him? Mr. Automatic.
Oh, Mr.
That's
Automatic.
what we call him.
He's that automatic that I didn't even know to call him automatic. He's great at what he does.
Sorry that I cut you off, George. I got a little hype.
As I was saying.
Yeah, go for it, man.
What an inning for the Big Blue. Confidence booster. All they got to do is just keep the game clean, head into the top of the 7th, get 3 outs, and there it is, as long as Marblehead doesn't score. Ford with some outstanding pitching there. I know you were calling it. Take me through Ford's strengths there and just how that off-speed combined with that fastball really just tore that Magician's, batters up.
I mean, yeah, Ford has great off-speed. He throws really hard, fast. I mean, throws strikes. Yes, he's thrown some balls, but he's winning these at-bats because he's getting that 3rd strike, something we were missing in that Bishop-Fenwick game. And the fielders behind him are making plays too. We can't forget about that. I mean, it's just been great team baseball for the Big Blue. Great way to bounce back from a tough loss last game.
It really is.
And when you're reeling and dealing there on the mound, I mean, you're just in a groove. Also, was a former pitcher, I have to note.
Yes.
So
Malad Sasson, for those who don't know, Babe Ruth, they called him
the Assassin.
The Assassin.
That's what they called me. I was going to send you guys back on there to the field. Up next to bat is number 16, Aiden Brown. He's had 2 pop-ups in his first 2 at-bats. First pitch is a strike. 0-1 count to Aiden Brown in this bottom of the 6th. Scores 5-1 Big Blue. Oh, checks. Looks like he went, I believe. They call it a strike. It's a 0-2 count. Third pitch is called a ball. 1-2 count to Aiden Brown. Allen still on the mound. I'm curious to see if Ford is going to go the distance today. Comes the pitch. Brown with the swing and a drive towards left field. It drops. Brown's rounding first. He's got to slide safely into second with the double. And the Big Blue, a lot of doubles today. Great hit by Aiden Brown to get his first hit of the game. Wow.
Wow. Nothing more can be said. Again, hard to see down that left line, but Aiden Brown making a play once again. Pinch runner comes in, number 6, Sam Barron. Up next, number 1, Connor Shirello, the center fielder. The Big Blue are cruising here in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch here for Shirello. Hit down the line. Bounces. It's an error. Connor's going to walk into first as Sam Barron stays at second. It's an error by the 3rd baseman. As I said before, the field is bouncy and you have to put your body in front of the ball. It's not enough just to stick the glove out there. Kane and Ross can do it, but not many others can.
Next up to bat is number 9, Michael Collins. As time is called out by the coach, might be a switch in pitcher here as Allen.
As we were saying, Michael Collins up to bat. Coming off a home run, Malad, what's the confidence that he's now having at the plate again?
I mean, he's hitting like an MLB player right now. I can't believe it. Everything's going out. I mean, I wish I was him right now. He probably feels like he's on top of the world. What about you? What do you say about this?
He's in dreamland right now, literally. This morning, as I said, he dreamed about it, and it's happened, and I'm not surprised if he's going to hit another one right here.
Yeah, I mean, he did just give us a look again. He likes to give us looks during this game. So, it's great. We'll send you guys back onto the field as I think play is going to resume. Chiarello's at first base, Barron's at second. Collins up to bat. As noted before, he's gotten a home run this game. Score is 5-1 in this bottom of the 6th inning. 1 out. Chiarello with a big lead there at first. Speed can make up for it. First pitch is called a strike.
Michael Collins is what you call a big hitter.
Yes, indeed he is. Second pitch to Collins. Bunt attempt, he does, he lays it down. Pitcher's gonna make the out there at first. 2 outs, and that's an unselfish play there by Collins, as he's just there to advance the runners.
Ross there with the bunt attempt. You would think Coach Cap would give him the go to hit the ball, but that just shows that he's a great captain and a great team player, doing what needs to be done when it needs to happen. Caden Ross up now, number 2 shortstop, who's made plays all day with a man on second and third. First pitch, outside ball.
Well, no, Caden Ross is 3 for 3, so his bat is hot right now.
Double, single, double. The trend says single. He feels a triple. Pitch hit to center field. Makes the play, but they tag up. Man going home. Sam Barrett on his feet. Connor Chiarello advances to third, and Ross will take that
Sack fly.
as the score goes to 6-1.
Another unselfish play there. Getting someone in. Caden Ross. Next up to bat is number 14, Dylan DiFilippo, with a 6-1 game. First pitch is smacked towards right field, and it's dropped by Wales. Chiarello scores. The score is 7-1, and the Big Blue are rolling. It's like, I think their bats have fire on them.
Vlad, you are right. It's been nothing but big hits today. Stepping up now, there's no difference. Number 5, Chase Guthius, the senior. Hit to center field. He makes the play. 2 big hits to center field. Looking at first would be home runs. Then reality sets in. Chase smiles, looks at the Marblehead bench. Chase, often referred to as the godfather of Marblehead, scoring 3 touchdowns in the football game. Now having a great performance against them in baseball. What can he not do?
I don't know what he can't do. I mean, he's really 2-sport athlete, 3-sport athlete. He plays basketball too.
Not to mention Michael Collins, the varsity golfer. Captain in golf, captain in baseball. We have a lot of 3-sport athletes here. As I was saying, Chase Guthius. Teams like to talk. Marblehead likes to talk, but Chase likes to put his money where his mouth is. He proves it on the field. And he's done that again and again and again.
That is true, George. Just to reiterate here, the score is 7-1. We're heading into the top of the 7th. Ford is still on the mound, so 3 outs away from the Big Blue beating Marblehead in baseball. Quite frankly, I don't know the last time we beat him. I don't think we've beat him as our career here.
At least for the past 4 years.
Yeah.
But it's about how you finish. So, as you know, as the game's going, if knocking on wood, if they get the win here home, go to Marblehead later in the season, get the win. They get the double on the year, and it's a feel good for the seniors who are leaving.
That is true, George's next up to bat is number 9, Wyman, the catcher. He got on base from an error, grounded out in his second at-bat, and now will go on his third at-bat, facing forward with the first pitch. Called strike right down the middle. I think Ford's going to end up with 100 pitches today.
Definitely will be rested for Friday against Winthrop, but well-deserved rest.
Second pitch is low. It's a ball. I think we got to check forward for some pine tar. I think he's got something in his hat.
Don't give the ump any ideas. His play certainly shows it.
Pitch is popped up in an awkward position towards right. It's fouled. One-two count to Wyman.
Just want to mention, not only did the first baseman and right fielder go, but Luke Tardif made the hustle to get over there. It just shows the grit. Being up 7-1, but still having that attitude and mentality to chase after every ball shows the sophomores just strength in play.
Pitch is low. It's a 2-2 count. Pitch coming in from forward. It's low. Check swing there from Wyman. It's full count right now. Pitch coming in. Swing. It's hit to Caden Ross. Mr. Automatic with the play. Oh, excuse me. I jinxed us.
Milan, a commentator curse.
I'm just going to put my head down. I can't believe what I've just done.
Now the tide shifts.
That will leave Marblehead with the man on first base.
Up next, number 6. I believe he was not on the original order. So a substitute in for Marblehead. Pull up his last name here in a second. First pitch is called strike. There it is. Number 6, Adams. Sawyer Adams. It's a sophomore. Number 6 is a great number.
That is George's number in soccer, so he loves that number.
Nothing but praise. Comes the pitch. 0-1 count. Swing and a miss makes it an 0-2 count. Ford's one pitch away here from making it 1 out for the Big Blue towards 3 to end the ball game. Runner on first has a solid lead there. Hit, foul ball off to the right. Words of advice from the coach. Pitcher. Ford checks the man on first.
Just in some new news, a little bit less fortunate for the Big Blue. The boys lacrosse team lost 10-4 today.
Pitch, strike 3. That's fortunate news. Back to the unfortunate. The boys lacrosse team did beat Marblehead with Tyler Ostroff getting the game-winning goal in, I believe, the last 20 seconds of the game.
Yeah, I think it was actually 18.
18 seconds. Swampscott has a great record in recent history versus Marblehead in lacrosse. Baseball looking to mimic that.
One out here in this top of the 7th. Pitch coming in. It's a ball. Up to bat is number 13, Downey, the center fielder. He lined out and has a single so far in this game. Pitch comes in. It's a ball. 2-0 count.
Ford's fishing for strikes here.
Pitch is called a strike, 2-1 count.
He reels one in there.
Pitch called a ball, 3-1 count. Ford is stunned. Here in this top of the 7th, 7-1 pitch is outside. Magicians have a man on first and second as Downey walks. looks like Coach Cap is going to come out to talk to Ford. This might be it for him today. Let's see. And it is. I think he's taking the ball.
It is. I think Ross is going to come in and pitch, finish out the game for the Big Blue. Hasn't pitched this season, but what a game by Jamison Ford. As he moves immediately
Think to right field, right?
to the outfield, yes. Ross taking up that pitcher position. He'll be interested. Yeah, Chase Guthrie is going to come out, play that shortstop position as he had in played that third base position, but now moving to shortstop as he had in recent years.
Yeah, I think he was a third baseman last year. He said he wanted to make the move to outfield. He's happy that he's there, but having to step up here as Ross is going to warm up. George, great game by Jamie. He's been playing awesome there at the mound. The Big Blue really do need to close this game out, though. They do have Marblehead as a man on first and second. So what steps can they take?
Yeah, I think Ross has just got to keep it simple, keep his head down, and just remind himself that he's 2 outs away from beating Marblehead. Keep the same mentality as if it was tied, and throw strikes is my advice.
That's some great advice, George, as we'll send you guys back onto the field and step aside as Ross warms up for the game.
Number 25 now up to bat. Harwood. First at bat was a backwards K, then a pop out, and then a single on an error. So yet to have a clean at bat. Looking for that here late in the game for Marblehead. First pitch for Ross is a ball. Just needs to settle in here. Man on first and second. Marblehead still pose a threat here to the Big Blue. Ross, second pitch, not called strike, it's outside. (2-0) count, 2 balls, 0 strikes. Got to be a strike, and it is. 2-1 count, Ross just settling into the mound, looks good early on.
Note again that Grutuis is now at shortstop.
Pitch, hit, it's a pop-up. Looks like Luke Tardif will make the play, and he does. No one tags up. His glasses fall off his forehead, but that's not the concern. Again, great defense by Tardif, who's had an outstanding game overall.
That's 2 outs for the Big Blue. 1 out away from sealing this game as next up to bat is number 4, Leventhal, the shortstop. He's 0 for 3 with a ground out and 2 pop outs.
First pitch is called a ball, 1-0 count.
Seven-one game in this top of the 7th. Men on first and second with a 1-0 count. Caden Ross, the pitch. It's high. 2-0 count, just 3 strikes away from winning this game, beating our crosstown rivals, the Magicians. Pitch is called a strike, 2-1 count, 2 strikes away from closing this game out and getting a much-needed win against the Magicians. Haven't seen one of these in 4 years. 2 strikes! And the Magicians are down to their last out. As it's starting to get loud here. The Big Blue can feel it. It's down. The count is full. This next pitch will either be the game for the Big Blue or the Magicians will have the bases juiced unless there's a foul ball. Let's see what Caden Ross can do. It's high, full count, Magicians walk full around the diamond. Next up to bat, George.
Bases loaded at number 17. Machado, third baseman, has had 3 ground outs in a row now. Big Blue hoping for that to happen again. Caden Ross looking to get the final out.
Play can be to any base.
First hit is hit center field. Can Chirillo end the game? And he does for the Big Blue. Swampscott beats Marblehead 7-1, and the Magicians just didn't have the magic in them today. The Big Blue triumph over their rivals as Michael Collins shows us a grin. The Magicians hold their heads in sorrow.
What a game for the Big Blue. That was a much-needed win against the crosstown rivals. A lot to debunk from that game. A lot of action as that is it for today's game, ladies and gentlemen, with their final score, 7-1. Swampscott Big Blue beating the Marblehead Magicians. Thanks for joining us. My name is Malad Sasson.
And I'm George Spelios. Join us next time for Friday, Winthrop, pending the weather outcome. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube at Swampscott Big Blue Athletics and our Instagram at Swampscott_EDUTV to stay up to date on all our live streams. Thank you, folks.